When it comes to bodyweight exercises, adding weight can be a great way to work our muscles in a way that builds strength and size through progressive overload. As calisthenics athletes, we have two very popular methodologies for being able to do this: the weighted vest and the weighted belt, aka the dip belt. In today's video, we're going to be pitting these two against each other to establish which is best. Let's get into it. Welcome to Cali To The Crowd, the community that makes learning calisthenics skills extremely simple. Today, weighted calisthenics, weighted belt versus weighted vest. Let's get into it. Okay, so right off the bat, let's talk about one of the most obvious differences: cost. A dip belt will look to set you back about £20. And for the most part, once you've seen one dip belt, you've basically seen them all. For a decent weighted vest, however, you're looking at north of £100, minimum £100 for at least one that is ergonomically sound. You can get some that are cheaper, but not only do they tend to be made up of cheap materials that are likely to tear and rip, but some of them don't even include the weighted bars or the plates for the weight vest, so you're actually just buying a really expensive vest. Safe to say the cost round goes to the dip belt. The second round is all about how weighted vests and dip belts feel. What I'm about to say is going to sound extremely stupid, but bear with me. Weighted vests feel more like you've put on weight. I told you it was stupid, but let me explain. Because the weight of a weighted vest is closer to your midsection, well, in fact, it's actually on your midsection, it gives the perception that you've just instantly gained the weight as kilograms of fat on your body. Where you move, the weighted vest moves, and it feels like you've just overindulged on a few too many Oreos. The weight on a dip belt, on the other hand, dangles and swings all over the place. The weight is further from your body line, it can interrupt with your leg positions as well, making the weight harder to control. Also, because you have to rest the belt on your hips, it often forces you into anterior pelvic tilt just to keep the belt from falling off. This runs the risk of encouraging the sort of dysfunction that we do not want to see in other exercises, and for that reason, weight vests have to take round two. Let's talk about ease of use next. If we look at the ease of adding weight to your body, both are very simple to use in principle, but with a weighted vest, you will experience a significantly lower limit to the max weight that can go on because you will be limited by the amount of pockets that the vest has. With a dip belt, however, you will find that you are more likely to run out of strength long before you run out of space to add weights. And so, this round belongs to the dip belt. Our final round is on versatility. How easy is it to use a dip belt or a weighted vest in various scenarios? This one is actually quite hard to weigh up because it really does depend on what you're looking to do. If you're looking to do an exercise that brings your body close to the floor, such as push-ups, a weighted vest just makes far more sense than a dip belt. In this scenario, for example, you'd have to really hack your environment to make a dip belt work. However, consider for a second that a dip belt can be carried very easily almost anywhere. I, for example, know that I could put my dip belt in my bag and walk very easily to my gym and load up on weights to my heart's desire. If I wanted to walk to my gym with my weighted vest, however, I'd need to carry the weight vest and all the individual weight plates and weight blocks before I could even use it. An inconvenience that means this round goes to the weighted belt. Okay, so we've highlighted the pros and cons of both pieces of equipment, with both showing their quality for very different reasons. But when it comes to an outright winner, the decision on which you should use is going to be ultimately dependent on your goals. What goal are you aiming to achieve by adding weight? What exercises are you looking to use to get you to that goal? And then ask yourself which of the weighted vest or dip belt makes more sense for you. And remember, adding weight should only make sense once you are confident that you've mastered the fundamental moving patterns of horizontal and vertical pushing and pulling with solid form. But guys, I really want to know what your preference is. Weighted vest or dip belt? Let me know down in the comment section below. I actually use both, and I'll drop links in the description down below to the weight vest and dip belt that I personally use. Guys, like the video if you enjoyed it and it added value to you, and I will see you in the next one.